Have you ever woken up in the morning, reached for your phone, scrolled through it, and then realised that half the people that you've got in your contact list you're no longer in touch with? People you used to have a chat with, maybe a coffee with, have either moved away, drifted off, or you simply haven't heard from them in months. And then it dawns on you, your social circle is getting smaller. And you're not alone in this. Researchers recently revealed that every 10 minutes, someone in the UK who is over 50 loses their last close friend due to life changes. They've either moved away, they've become ill, perhaps they've passed on, or they've just disappeared and you just don't know where they are. Yep, you've guessed it, I'm talking about loneliness again. This is such an important topic to discuss. I know so many people who, when I chat to them, talk about how lonely they're feeling, how isolated, and it's not good for us at all. But here's the thing I want to get across today. You don't have to go around forcing friendships or attending endless networking brunches that you just don't enjoy, or even pretending that you love line dancing just so that you can meet people. Hello, I'm Julie and welcome to Still Sassy. This is a channel where beauty, confidence and self-belief collide to make women over 50 feel unstoppable. So lovely to have you back here again. And if you're new here, you're very welcome. It's lovely to see everybody who's on the other side of that little lens there. And I'm a bit of an expert on this loneliness malarkey. Not by qualification, just by experience. I left home at 22 and since then I've moved house 10 times. And each time you can guarantee that we moved a long way away. It was never just to the next street or even the next town. It was always the next county or different ends of the country. So I was constantly starting again. Certainly don't do things by halves. And of course, as I got older, it got harder when relocating to find new people to be friends with. Because my son had grown up and gone away, I didn't have the meeting people at school gates or youth clubs type of situations going on. It was just much more difficult and a bit sad, really. How did it make me feel? A bit like I was going out of my mind, to be honest. Loneliness, until you sort of have a circle of friends around you, is a bit of a bugger, I have to say. And it can affect anybody. You know, I'm quite resilient, but even I struggled with all that moving around. Been in this place now for 6 years. Tomorrow, as I'm recording this, I've got no thoughts of going anywhere else for the moment, so I might be on to a winner with this one. So today, if you're feeling a bit lonely, very lonely, I'm here to help you by showing you the most natural way to start making friends over 50 without the awkwardness, the pressure or the fake smiles. So what is this way? Well, it's not about finding friends really. It's about becoming naturally findable. It's a true fact that when you start living a life that really lights you up and you're exuding like enthusiasm for things, people are naturally drawn to you. You're like a little magnet of energy. So this method that I'm going to talk about now has 3 simple steps, and I've seen it help people turn their lonely diaries, their empty diaries, into fairly booked calendars within just a few weeks. So stick with me, grab a cuppa or whatever your tipple is, and by the end of this video you'll have a simple plan to start attracting friendships without having to chase. Sounds good, doesn't it? And if you're thinking, but Julie, where are all these people hiding? Because I don't know where they are. Don't worry, I've got this covered. So first we're starting with you, not other people. I love doing that, don't know why. Friendships that last don't come from forced socialising. They come from shared joy. So I want you to ask yourself, what activities genuinely make you feel good? And also, what could I happily do again this week, even if I was on my own and nobody was joining me? So I want you to take 30 seconds, either pause and do it now or do it at the end of this video, and write down 3 activities that you really enjoy doing, really light you up. And I'm not talking about the things that you think you should be doing, because we're always very good at that. I should be doing this, I should be doing that. These are things that you really enjoy doing. Is it running, sewing, yoga, horse riding, reading, comedy, playing the trombone, dancing? It could be anything. What is it that energises you? So why does this matter? Well, when you're genuinely happy, you radiate warmth and oxytocin. Yep, the same hormone connected to bonding. People are naturally drawn to that. It's not about being interesting, it's about being interested. So once you've got that written down, this is your personal friendship magnet. So now we take those activities and put them in 3 places. The first is at home. Second is work, or wherever you spend a lot of time. And your third place is anywhere you choose to show up regularly. So that could be the library, craft workshops, volunteering, gym, walking club, anywhere that you choose to go. So here's the signs. People need to see you around 6 times before they'll start to feel comfortable enough to talk to you properly or to invite you to something. So instead of going to 7 events just the once, pick 1 event and go every week. This is the key to friendship over 50. It's not about massively increasing your circle of friends, but confidently rooting yourself somewhere so that your circle of friends find you. You know, if I went to a craft workshop, I do enjoy sewing, there's every chance that I'll get chatting to somebody there. And if they're there again next week, we'll chat again and chat again the week after that. And as you can see, the friendships just start to grow naturally. Okay, so now you're showing up, but how do you turn these familiar faces into friendly faces? Well, it's a 3-pronged attack. First off, you give them a compliment about what they're doing. You ask a small, open-ended question about it. And then you say something humorous or humble about yourself, just to lower the bar and lower the stress and the pressure. So as an example, if you were at a gardening club, you might say to someone that you've seen there a few times, "Your roses look incredible. Are you a secret professional or just naturally gifted?" Mine usually look like they're on the last legs all the time. No pressure, no deep life story, just a seed of connection. Do this every session, just with 1 person. You don't have to be tackling everybody because that's just spreading yourself too thin. Just choose 1 person that you really would like to get to know more about and do those things every time you see them. Without any force at all, you'll find that over time the friendship just moves along a pace and can move to the next level. But you've got to put in the effort to get to that. And don't be put off. If somebody that you try to talk to seems not particularly interested in conversing, it's not you. It's just the way of the world. Not everybody wants to be friends with everybody, so you just choose someone else and start to make a conversation with them instead. It's all about targeting your efforts, so you're only dealing with 1 person at a time. Then I want to talk about the dog walk effect, and this one is pure friendship sorcery. Nearly half of dog owners in the UK say that they have made friends by walking their dog. I've had dogs for a lot of my life, don't have one at the moment sadly, but for a lot of my life I have had dogs, and I can say that this is true. When you're out walking your dog, people stop, they want to chat to you about the dog, ask questions, you want to ask questions about their dog, and on you go. So if you have a dog, brilliant. If you haven't got a dog, then borrow one. They are the ultimate icebreaker. And if you're walking the dogs at a similar time every day, you see the same people every day, which makes it much easier. The dogs literally do the socialising for you. Now there's a website in the UK, it might be in other places as well, I'm not sure, called Borrow My Doggy. And it's for people who have got dogs and need their dogs to be walked, and people who don't have dogs but want to walk a dog. I've got to borrow my doggy, his name is Poacher, and a couple of times a week I take him out and walk him. So there are opportunities to walk a dog even if you haven't got one, and I'll link that website below underneath this video in the description. And then once you've had a few nice chats with someone, whether it's at a gardening club or dog walking, whatever situation you're in, it's time to make a micro invitation. So what's that? Well, it's not, can I come to your house for coffee for 4 hours? It's not, come and meet my family. It's something tiny, optional, and already part of your plan. You could say I'm popping into a cafe, the one round the corner, after class next week. Do you fancy joining me? Or I'm heading to a farmer's market on Saturday. Do you fancy meeting there? Just something that is easy to offer. And if they refuse, it's not a big thing because you're going to be doing it anyway. If they say yes, then it's marvellous. The friendship is activated. And you'll be amazed how many people will say yes, because a lot of people are at these places that you're at because they're lonely too. Somebody's got to make the first move. And then there's the dormant friends. You don't always need new people. Sometimes you just need to reconnect with people that you have lost touch with for whatever reason. And it's easier than ever now because we've got all sorts of ways of messaging people. You don't have to ring up the person and feel awkward about, hi, it's me. You could just send them a message, a WhatsApp, Facebook message, wherever you know they are, and just see what happens. It doesn't have to be, do you fancy meeting? It could be sending them a picture saying, do you remember this? Or this reminds me of you, or just anything to get that conversation going again. And then you can go in with an invitation. And then I want you to think about the fact that not all friends have to be a ride or die friend. You can have friends you walk with, friends you laugh with, friends you see once a month for a craft session. It doesn't have to be somebody where you're living in each other's pocket. It can be really quite flexible and open. But the more opportunities you take to meet people, the more you'll have going on. So it might be that you only see one person once a month at a craft workshop. But if you've then got other people that you walk a dog with and maybe meet for a coffee with once every couple of weeks, suddenly your friendships are growing. And you're not relying on one friendship with one person to give you everything you need. It really does take the pressure off and opens up loads of opportunity for joyful conversations. Friendships over 50 don't generally happen by accident. You have to make them happen, but it's not as hard as you think. Basically, you don't have to hunt for people, you just have to become magnetic so people want to talk to you, they want to meet with you. You are there when they are there. Live in alignment with what brings you joy, and you'll meet other people that find joy in the same things. 6 weeks from now, you could be thinking to yourself, why didn't I start this sooner? You're not too old, it's not too late, and the people you want to meet, they're already out there. You just need to meet them. You just need to put yourself in a position where you're going to bump into people that enjoy the same things as you, or think the same way as you. I hope you found that useful. Please let me know in the comments below. There's lots of things to think about there. And I'd love to hear from you if you give any of these a try and they work for you. I'm pretty sure they will. Thinking about the friends that I've made when I've been moving around the country like I did, it always came from something like going to a riding school or going to a sewing class or starting to play a musical instrument. There was always something that I already enjoyed doing that I just did, put myself out there and did, and managed to meet with people. It's the only way. Hiding in the house is not going to help. Just walking the streets willy-nilly is not going to help. But strategically putting yourself in front of people that enjoy the same things as you will work. So I'm Julie, this is still Sassy Over 50, and your social life is just about to start. Thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.